Good morning and welcome back. Today I got to have I've got aprons. I just need to fix them. They're Harbor Freight. The PPE entails a vest or a apron. And it's suede leather, which it's not the best stuff in the world. And one of these days I hope to be able to afford one of Randy's at Newt's Leather and Metal Smithy. And he makes some pretty ones. So anyway, I'm going to address a few issues here today. This is cotton, and it's not really wide enough, and it's too long. I mean, it's all right with the melon head, about getting over that. But once you get it over your melon head, it hangs way down. So I need to do something with that. And the strings, these are cotton. Also, they're too short to do anything with. Either that or yeah, that's what it is. They're too short. It has nothing to do with the blacksmith small shirt that I'm wearing. Yeah, blacksmith small shirt is 2X in any other crafts except for a Duckman. And it's an extra large in a Duckman, shirt. So, but this is a blacksmith small, which is 2X. So we all got that big old portly bellies hanging out there. So I together right there, which is okay. It's not a problem there. But it's got pockets on it. Down here. You know how useless them are for a blacksmith? Nothing. But some way, I think I know where there's a plastic buckle like this one. This one's too big, but it's plastic. That's the reason I went and got the leather and everything. See, and I've got a hole punch for leather or for anything really, and I can do that. And hopefully what's left on that might make a neck strap. I don't know, or I might be able to take this right here and put a couple of them together, and it's already, it's twisted. No, it's not. That's there. It's fine. And do something different. So anyway, when I get everything cut and get ready to start, I'll come back to you. Okay, I got it took apart, and I'm going to go with a plastic snap for the neck, and I'm going to sew it. It was sewed to the upper strap was sewed to the inside. I'm going to sew this right here on the outside. I'll sew it down low enough that the female end of it and even the male end of it will be down far enough that it won't bother me. Be down on it like this. I'll sew it down in here. Then when I get then I'll come over here to this side and I'll sew it over here first. Now, what I did do is I took the pockets off of it and I cut a strip off of it. I cut it wider than I need. Wider and longer. Right there. See? And these was yellow to start with. I've been using them. Anyway, I just cut it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this cotton cloth as a backer. And then when I fold it, right there, it'll be 4 layers thick, and the cotton won't let the leather, since this is suede, won't let it stretch as bad. Everything. I mean, the cotton's probably pretty well stretched out the way it's going to be. I mean, it'll get smaller the harder you pull on it, but if you glue it with the contact cement there, it should stay a little flexible enough to do that. So that's what I've done. I let it laying here on my lap right there drying. I just got through gluing, and I thought, well, I need to I've got it apart. I said I'd come back to the video and did, so that's what's going to do. I'm going to glue this together and then I will sew it together, and when I get ready to put it on to the apron itself, I'll come back to you. Okay, I've got it glued on there, right there, and I've got the holes punched. Yeah, I punched this. Now right here is the hole expander, so I will know, and I've got the needles laced up, so let me, I'm just going to do a saddle stitch on it, so I'll come down here and see if I can't get a little closer on how I'm going to do it. I'll probably do it somewhere right in this general area right here. Okay, here's the thread. There's actually 2 holes punched in each corner because the punch went to each corner, so there's that. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back into the first one. Okay. And start again by doing this. Same way. This gets kind of, okay, there's that. Now, if I remember how to do it, is, since I don't have a stitching pony, and whatever, okay, we're going to put thing sharp. Take this one through. I'm going to take and wrap it one time. Pull it. Take this one. And basically what you're doing is kind of tying a knot right there. So then you crank down on it. Pull it. Start from here. And all through there. The needle right there. Do that. So that makes a knot right in here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, makes it knot when you put it back in there. See how see how your other string, this one string is captured inside the other in a loop, and you pull it, pulls a knot right in the center there. Yeah, I sewed me a piece of leather to go around my pinky. Okay, start from the right, or start from the left. Put the awl in. Right there. And put it right there. Now pull it through. That one back in there, and a knot. Alright, I'm gonna finish stitching this one. Okay, I got it glued and sewed on there, so plenty of room to get out and get to the latch and everything else like that. I'm right-handed, but it's not a whole lot to come over left-handed and do this and snap it, or right-handed for that matter, snap it down and do the belt buckle down here on the bottom. Now what my thinking is on this is I will sew it, and I will take this leather right here, and I will double it and make it probably a 1.5 inches wide and sew it together. And when I get that sewed together, I'll let the bottom one go. Well, I'll probably, in an area there, I'll probably take it and notch it in so I can have a bunch of it 1 inch wide, so I can adjust this up and down right here. But I won't make this more than just 1 inch wide up here around behind your neck. So this will, let me see, let me check. It'd be tight to get this there. I may have to put it in strips. I don't know. If I do, that's okay. I can do that. That's okay. I can do that. Okay, now that with that, let me get this cut and get it sewed on, and then I'll show you what else I'm going to do. Okay, I got my collar piece sewed up right there. It's 3 inches wide, and I opted to put the seam on the outside, except for right here. It'll turn and go that way, and over here I'll have a piece of 1 inch, probably some nylon, so I can make this adjustable right here. So till then, I got to get it sewed on here. I've got it glued. I've glued these two pieces together and glued it already to this and punched the holes in it. So I'm at sewing stage right now. So this right here turned out to be a laborious chore, probably over an hour for me to do that, because you had to punch the holes, every one of them, and it's sewed with polyester UV protected, really tough thread, some of the toughest I've found. So anyway, that's what I sewed it with, and then I stitched it to keep it, once you get back here in the back, keep this seam outside and in the middle so it won't rub you raw. So when I get this sewed, I'll come back and show it to you again. Okay, I got this sewed on. It's glued, sewed, everything's real good. Got this stitched together. Just kind of, I might want to put another stitch or two in here, but now I've got this end out here with the female in there. All I need now is, if I can find one, is a slider. I've probably got one around here somewhere. Just how to find it. But anyway, this is what I've got to do on this, and then I will put the belt on. The belt needs to go down here at the seam where the pockets was, not up here, but down here, or they do for me. That's where I like it. And when I put these on, I'm going to be putting I'll be putting some copper rivets in them. And so right now all I got to do is punch a few holes in this and sew it up. So I'll come back and show it to you when I'm done sewing it up. Whew. Well, I'm back. Here I have, I've stitched the day away. And it takes a long time to hand stitch all this. But anyway, I got this done and on, and I decided not to go with that belt. It was just too bad right there, so I decided I'd cut me this belting leather right here that I've got. Make me a new little end right there. And I did get the Chicago bolts out. After all, they didn't put up that big of a fight. I figured with the red Loctite in there, they'd be way worse. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to sew a spot on it right in here, up here high, and put a Chicago screw in it, and then put a belt loop in it that I just got through making, and then put another Chicago bolt in it. And I may put the Chicago bolts to where they'll go through the other leather too. If it wasn't for this hanging out and hitting me in the side, I'd just put this on top of it. I don't know, that may not be so bad, that leather in there. I mean, I believe I'll do that. Let this hang over here on the side, because it won't be that bad, because this will be sitting on top of leather, and I'll have leather right there at me. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Make my life a whole lot easier anyway. So anyway, let me get this kinda sorta, and I'll come back. Well, I've got this buckle gluing right there. I've glued it on the back side. I'm waiting on the front there to dry up a little bit. Everything. The fella wanted to sell me a whole lot bigger bottle of that, and I told him, I said, I'd probably never use this bottle. Well, it's over half gone, and I'm wondering how I made it 57 years without this stuff. So I'll have to go back and get a bigger bottle, because I'll probably wind up drinking what I don't use. Oh, that stuff is loud, but it's pretty good. It works real good. So I'll have to leave this in a while, because it will have to overcome the force of the bend in it. And I should have wet it, but I didn't want to till the glue was dry. Wet glue you can mold. I mean, wet leather you can mold. This is not. Let me get the couple more down here. Come on. Be off some, so yep, I'll just let that be for right now. There it is, and I'm on my way. So I don't think I'll put the Chicago rivets, screws in there. What I think I'll do is put these copper rivets in. Do it on both sides. I've got enough. I just don't have a rivet set. These just like that. They kind of look like a nail. Got a big head on the back here, and then you got a corresponding washer that goes on them, and you drive this down. See, I used to have one around here somewhere. I'll try to find it. And so you can drive them down. This is tapered to a certain point, and then it becomes the same size. And usually they're probably what, 5/32, something like that, diameter there. and you drive that on down. And when you get it down, drove down as much as you can, you cut it off fairly close, and then you paint it. And this is meant to go on the backside there, and it's tapered. I don't know if I'll show it or not, but it's tapered. There you go. Got a little bit of a tapered head there, like a cone on the bottom of it. So, but that's what I'll do. I mean, I could put Chicago. I've got plenty of Chicago screws. It's plenty long enough, like this one right here. That's plenty long enough to go through 3 plies of leather right there, and put a screw on top, and you'd have a little domed on the back. But I think I'll just keep it simple and just go with the copper rivets, cause this will have to wait till tomorrow. I am wore out. My hands is sore from yesterday and today's sewing, and the fingers is splitting. That's what's wrong with these. This one was cut on the knife that I got over in a Squeeze-O-Matic 600, and it's still in there over a week. I ain't touched it. I moved the hidden tang knife and sheath. I moved it out of my way so I could do this. So, too many projects. Got to get something done here. So, but anyway, it don't matter that much. I'll get around to getting it here pretty quick. So, anyway, I'll come back tomorrow and we'll finish this up. Good morning. Today is day 2 on upgrading and doing my apron or my personal protection. And today I'm going to try to get unless something dreadfully happens, so I should get this sewed on and put belt loop and put the copper rivets in there, plus got it grooved for stitching. I'm gonna punch it here in just a few minutes and just put in my belt holder and everything else like that. Then I'll trim down the belt a little bit and sew it onto this side same way. So anyway, let me get to punching some holes. When I get the holes all punched, I'll come back and see what we can do here. Okay, punching didn't work out too good, so I'm going to drill it. And so I punched that. I like to never get them back out. I don't know, I think it's the glue was sticking to them or something. So anyway, I went ahead and star wheeled it and marked out my hole location for my holes. I'm gonna go ahead and drill it, and then when I put the belt loop holder, anyway, when I put that belt retainer right there, I'll drill it from the bottom up, so I can drill, before I sew it. I'll get it in there, then I'll put a rivet there and a rivet down here, and plus sew it, just make it look a little better, I guess. That's what I'm gonna try anyway. So let me get on the drill here. I've it set up there and got about a 62,000 bit in there. So anyway, so you can watch me drill a bunch of holes in leather right there. So let's get on it here. Okay, I'm done sewing the buckle on. So I didn't bring you in for the whole show of it, but I mean, I'm slow, and I'd have to edit out probably, I don't know, 2 hours of me fiddle farting around while trying to get this sewed. And the belt retention thing is sewed in there, so there's no way it can go right or left or anything else. It's just a circle of leather. And so now, like I said, I drilled them, and I'm going to see if I can get them in there, and then we'll set a top on. If I can't get them in there, I will re-drill them because I've moved them around a bunch. Yeah, I think I need to just re-drill it. Right, where'd the drill go? I got 3 drills in here. I can't find the one I want. Oh, I want to put it up with. Sit right here. The other 2 drills is broken. After a while, I'm going to go and try to make 2 into 1, hopefully. So here it is, drill bit, everything. Just give it a little water there. Close up a little bit by being handled and flattened out on 2 or 3 other things there. So, all right, rivet 1. I couldn't find my little piece of pipe that I had, but I found a piece of copper tube, so I can do that. So there they go. They're both in there now. Let me bring you to the little my railroad track. Every knife maker, every blacksmith, every hobbyist, anything else has got a piece of railroad track. I don't have any spikes, but I do have a railroad track. Now, before I do this, I'll get it on here, but it's just a piece of 3/8 copper. I don't have to hit it that hard and or anything there. And I'm going to tap the leather down and seat the little V on the copper on the base of it. This, well, you know, it's like turned down like that, so it'll go up in the copper. I mean, go up in the leather and lay flat on the back. So let me take it right down here, right there. Now the hammer, yeah, you probably can't see me, and just set it down. There, just set it down. Okay, now take your washers, put it right there, and they are a little bit small, and that's done on purpose. A little bit of hammering, sure made this. It's 3/8, not much punking. There we go. I may have to replace it. Okay, there, that's down. That's down. That's down. See, telephoto. I should have done this to start with. I do apologize. Now, they're down. See how that's, they're in there. The back of it's flush. All that little taper in there, setting that leather down, sit on top of it, made it that much better. Now what we got to do right here with this here is we got to take a pair of snips, wire cutters. I just happen to be needle nose. What I have, I hope they'll cut it. Copper's pretty soft till you start working it. Then it work hardens on you, and I'm afraid that's what this is going to do. Right there. Yep. I'm going to have to go get a bigger pair of pliers. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got a little. You wanna leave that just a little bit high. Yep. Takes these big snips right here. Now that's probably 3/16 up. So if it's not, mine's a little higher up. Let's see what this. If I can bite it off with this. Nope. Mice will be in the way. Yep, there we go. There and that. Bite a little more of that off. And there we have 2 little stumps sticking up. I'm sorry. Okay. Now right there they are. When you can see, yeah, I turn them, there we go. Both of them. Now, take your hammer, start flattening. Then switch over to your ball peen, start rounding. Get this. That's how you get the domed rivets. Okay, I got the sharp edges off. I need to just trim this down just a little bit more right here if I can. Just riding up. That's it. Oh, this is up front a little shorter. Now then. Yeah, that may work just fine right there. Now, this leather piece right here has got it pinched right there. Which is okay, since it's under everything. Notice I'm not whaling on this, I'm just tapping it. This is a 16, well, 12 or 16 ounce. With a hammer, so hammer control is pretty good when you got you know, get your aim on it and work on it. So that's the reason you don't have to hit this hard. You just have to hit it. So just, you could do more damage hitting it hard than you can by hitting it soft. Now, what I got to do now is come over here and put some belting on, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now, this is 2 inches wide. And this is belting material right here. And the same thing here, I just cut this down to 1.5 inches. This I'm going to leave 2 inch till it gets to within, and I'll put probably that much, 6 to 8 inches of it, and I'll take 1/4 inch off each side, or 5/16, something like that. And I'll make it just a little under 1.5 inches to go through the buckle. Now it's got a pretty good size lock on it. I taped it up out of the way there. So, yeah. Why am I doing this instead of finishing knives? I had that thought a few minutes ago. Instead of finishing knives and stuff like this, you can ask Matthew Hobbs. at Aimless Adventures. Personal protection equipment. Got to get that done first. Once I do that, then I'll get back on knives. But I gotta make sure that I'm, you know, relatively as safe as I can be out there. As fumble finger as I am and everything. That's I need the personal protection done first so I can get out there and get to work with the hot work. Nope. So that ends that idea of putting eyelets in there. So I'll just have to go with leather, just leather holes. And maybe I can get some 3/8. If I can get some 3/8 grommets or 5/16, that might work right there. But I'll just go with whatever size this is right now. And if I get if I find the eyelets, I can always put them in later. So let me get to. I got to do the exact same thing over here on this side. So it'll be cut, glue, and sew. So it'll be exactly the same. I know I didn't show you this because it takes forever for me to sew this. You know, it's just drilling holes and pulling string through there. And then setting this. I'm going to do 2 more copper rivets on the belt side. So when I come back, maybe it'll be finished. Hopefully. Or if there's something noteworthy comes up, I'll come back to you before I finish it. But I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm finished with them. All I'm going to do, I might put a tack in this right here if I can't find a keeper that'll keep it up. And all I have to do that is just undo it and it'll snap right back. The seam, hopefully you can see, is on the outside middle right there, so it can't get into your neck. So hopefully you see that. And here's the chest. I left the chest pocket alone. It's fine. I may zip or sew a little something here for a scribe or in a chalk mark. Yeah. So a chalk holder or soapstone, whatever you want to call it there. And then down here, they're not in the way for the blacksmith's helper. Don't need that. I mean, they'll just come right up and pinch it right in there, so you don't need that because they're not that long. And but I sewed and put the rivets on there, and got a piece on the inside of leather sandwiched between this suede stuff here, and just a 2-inch wide belting leather. And over here on this side, I put the old belt buckle, punched holes in there and cut this down right there, so got that loop on there, and it's got the copper rivets on it. And I don't think there's any need. Yeah, I'm zooming all the way out. I don't think there's any need to go and put between the belt. I don't know if you can see that or not, because fat boy here. Right here, I don't know that I need anything from there up to the neck, and not. They seem to be pretty good. They're staying right there where they're at. I've got full range of motion here. I'm not hitting on anything, not snagging. Well, when I put my hands down, I get on the front of this belt right here. But that's okay. I figured that'd probably be that way, putting the buckle where I put it. But that's a quick, easy way on. Everything's right-handed. I'm right-handed. Just snap it right there and undo your belt. You can do both of the things one-handed. I mean, so anyway, I'll get this edited up and everything, and I want to thank you for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe if you're not, and share this with everybody. You know, it just takes time. Minimal stuff. This is Harbor Freight right there. The most expensive thing I've got involved in this is the belting leather itself, because everything else was made with the leather. These are, except for the belting, and this little strip right here of shipping strap that you use for banding. You know, to band the bundle or whatever together. This probably a foot of this. This is tube stuff right here, and it's a nylon, but it's not really super flammable or anything like that. And the plastic hardwire is just this one little buckle that you can get. You can pick up at Walmart for a couple of dollars, a couple of bucks, or if you got an old backpack that's tore all to pieces, everything, you can use these straps off of it, your shoulder straps off of it, to tie onto this, and then have the same kind of deal right here if you know, anything like that. All it took was a lot of time. These hands don't sew real good, and doing the saddle stitch with the lock takes a while. It does for me anyway. So, like I said, I'm going to end this now and say, it's Bobby Shields saying, God bless.